when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tennessee Titans. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
They run first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. When you look at the Saints defense, into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass charge.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being aggressive and the ones that get you in trouble. The illegal contact, pass interference calls, they've got to make sure that they don't have those.
Over the middle, he's going to find Ironman. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Titans are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is
and he's taken down here by the Saints. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here, because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, so that'll bring up second down. This defense for the Titans, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you...
This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? What the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
The score is Saints 7, Titans 0.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
Their own 16-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Number 39.
You look at this Saints defense. They enter play one from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive lineman and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be taken at the 13. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So, I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
Here's Shuck. That's caught by Tucker.
Shuck's pass complete to Trey Tucker. It's a gain of 11, and it's 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. To throw is Shuck. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
His kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. On the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Into space at the 45. And down right around the 37. A big play that time on the catch and run. 38 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Liking 18. Ready.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. He may go. Touchdown, Titans. Now the dial manner. 36 yards. And the Titans are back within a score. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a four-head steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Saints. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but
in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it. You don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And
great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45 out of bounds at the 44.
Will fit me for a neck brace, partner. One kickoff return in one direction for a touchdown, and the other one, they almost broke going back the other way.
Hawk 7, Warriors 19, Lions.
Throwing is Ward. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Dragon 60. Get it.
Throwing now, Ward.
No.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Trap 60. Ready. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
To throw is Ward. That's complete to DK. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
18, pioneer.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Again, it's Ward. And he's going to be taken down back to the 35-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack.
At the 35-yard
So
line.
2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Taken in by his big tight end. He will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. And nice work after the throw. And they're set up now for the 1st and goal.
So we stop for no gain. And it'll bring up a 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
70 Lions. Ready.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Easy ass fucking
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Take that.
Two touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Titans 14. Taimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw now, Shuck.
Please
This is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's Sidney Brown with it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Come on.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
26-yard line.
To throw, here's Ward. And it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Firing quickly. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he will maneuver his way down around the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Here we go.
Ward. Now he's got it. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You are so welcome.
And the Titans are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half.
You are so welcome.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
Saints 20. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Shuck. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
16 yards.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
First down, New Orleans.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They will throw again. Shuck.
I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn anymore.
Here's another one intercepted. And a potential
They
turn
dropped
point
the
as they get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Still going inside the 30. And he takes
Thank
it
you.
the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half.
The kicker on for the extra
Again,
point.
open partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. But most importantly, partner.
And they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Throwing, Shuck. Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A gain there of 21 yards.
25-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Wide open receiver complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That catch, by the way, number 940 in his career, so he's 60 away from a grand, but 940, that ties him with Art Monk.
And I think it's fitting that he tied Art Monk because of the way that he goes about his business, the way that he plays the game. Not a lot of flash, not a lot of dash, but plenty of production.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Number 2 brings up second and goal.
Shuck now to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Titans 24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
7, Panther 60, Panther 60.
Here's Ward. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now Ward. Now he's going to step up and run.
Actually,
He's hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try and pass downfield that fell incomplete.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Ward from the gun on 3rd down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Going for it, here's Ward. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Titans. Calvin Ridley, 50 yards. And the Titans take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Titans 31. Naimi Fairbairn is set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Second and 4.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 4. They'll look to throw here.
Oh, fuck me, man. Fuck me. Screw me.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout game before you
Dude, yeah.
and watch him and see what's going on. And maybe they can pick up with the flags and hopefully they can correct it.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Yeah, fuck this thing. This is it, dude. You're fucking laughing. Big time. What is this?
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans, on the final play of the 3rd quarter, have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it will make this a 4-point game. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Naimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 18.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
First down.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Working out of the gun here, Shuck. Let's climb inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
That's good.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
A gain of 34 yards.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll go play action with Shuck. Now he'll tuck this and run. This is caught. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the run.
Saints, 1st down. 1st and goal.
Kamara. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
His kick
Point after up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
Titans, 38.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here we go.
Another run by
It's
Richmond.
the Eagles.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 62 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be enough.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Now he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. That's caught left side by Allman. And he will grab the Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Saints 3-yard line.
me, she tryna show me something. I got flows for days, ain't on nothing. Me my real like me, you know.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw. Is he his man out of the backfield complete? And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know, you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Shuck. Looking well, it's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Our first carry for Najee Harris. And he stopped immediately there. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. To throw is Shuck. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout.
That's good for a
as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
10 at the 18-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts.
A gain of 10 yards.
4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So it's the Saints who are going to be in position to get the ball first as we are back underway and set for overtime. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now, they have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown. Brian Branch from the secondary in on the tackle. We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally...
And this is a touchdown. Now, it's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. 41. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something.
They'll take it.
Guys are dead.
They'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Throwing is Ward. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving
Again,
forward.
easy fucking
Actually,
lead.
it's an extra hurt for the team that loses.
Easy.
Because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer. And how about that? In a game
Nice
that's just
busted.
about everything, how's that for an answer? Remember, in the past, this game would be over already. But that's a huge play there to give them a fighting chance to go down and possibly tie this game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Panther 11, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Ward again. Now he's going to step up and run. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 7. To throw is Ward. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
Fast.
And they'll work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
13 yards on the play. That's another Titans first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was taken down.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
The 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
19. Ready. 60 Eagles, 68. Ready.
Ward now working out of the gun. To the right side and caught by
Yep, easy.
Yeah,
No possible. You can
It's been quite the game for
He's
him
going.
individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
I'm done.
Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
The Titans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead.
Ooh, fuck.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Titans, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try for a better outcome next week as they head to D.C. to take on the Washington Commanders. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.